shakalaka, CME gap filled for Bitcoin. Check out what's coming next. And crazy things on the way for ETH, Cardano, and Pengu. Stay tuned. What's up, everyone? Randall here from Crypto Love. Today's video, CME gap has been filled. Crazy things in the next 100 days for Bitcoin, ETH, Cardano, and Pengu. Before we get into it, like the video, join us on Twitter at @CryptoLove, and of course subscribe to the OG Bitcoin and Crypto YouTube channel. This one. Now, today, fear and greed at 56. Down from yesterday, definitely down from last week and last month. The market is feeling it as the price drops 2% from previous all-time highs to 117,740 for Bitcoin, 44.54 for ETH, 312 for XRP, and you can read the rest. Now, if we take a look, Bitcoin is forming this rising wedge consolidation pattern, which oftentimes breaks downwards. Hopefully, we won't be seeing that, but there is a nice support line right there around $96,000. We also have all of these moving averages right here, blue, yellow, green, and orange moving averages, all of which Bitcoin is sitting above right now. There is the possibility, though, that price has already retraced as far as it's going to go. The CME gap has been filled, the orders have been placed, and price may be heading up. If we take a look at Bitcoin seasonality, we are in the quadrant of all-time highs. This upper right quadrant has a lot of black dots in it. These are all all-time highs. Now, this line so far has very few all-time highs. It would seem to me and to my, not very educated brain, that there should be a lot more black dots. So why are they coming? When are they coming? Well, they may be heading in the future. As price drops, President Trump bought 1,911 ETH and 84.5 Bitcoin. So continuing to accumulate. And while global money is continuing to expand, see this green line right here, we have a little flat top forming in the last 6 weeks for Bitcoin. What does this mean? Well, could mean that things are about to catch up somewhat soon and then take off from there. Now, Bitcoin, comparing it with the Bitcoin price and the 2-year trend, falling just along this dotted blue line. Definitely not bubble territory for these trends, just kind of the center line for this, which tells me there's probably a lot longer to go. As a matter of fact, if we take a look at the Bitcoin Power Law Divergence Indicator, which when it's red, generally those are tops like the 2018 and 2021 top here. When it's in green, these are bottoms. Right now, pretty much dead center. Again, indication saying, hey, there's a lot longer to go before we top out on this market. And while history doesn't repeat itself, it oftentimes rhymes. You have a peak, you have breaking the trend line, and then a massive breakout to a new peak. Well, we have the trend line, we have a retest and breakout, but we have not yet had that giant peak coming, which brings us to this chart. Bitcoin right now up 7.3% in 997 days from its 2022 cycle low. If the traditional 4-year cycle continues, which we can see right here, this was up 21x in 1060 days. This was up 110x in 1060 days. The next 100 days for Bitcoin could be pretty extraordinary, meaning the next 3 months might be exciting. And if we take a look at this chart right here, based on the chart, this chart could be 37 months from the previous cycle low that would indicate the top. Each one expanded by about 4 months. This was 33, this was 28, this was 24. That being said, if the cycle bottom was November 2022, which we know it was, then 37 months from that would be December 22nd, 2025. A Merry Christmas for everyone. And based on this chart, approximately 200,000 minimum for this red territory right here for the top. So things could be getting very exciting over the next few months for Bitcoin. Now, if we take a look at altcoins, it appears like the ETH downside liquidity was swept, and now the topside liquidity is next, ready for markets to send. This is what the market's been doing for years now, just wipes out all of the gamblers, and then wipes out the gamblers, and then wipes out the gamblers on both sides. Basically, you gamble with leverage, you just lose your money. Simple as that Cardano breakout in sight. You can take a look here with these magic lines right here. The pitchfork, $1.50 in sight for Cardano with this breakout. First stop about $1.08, but then $1.50 in sight. And taking a look at Pengu, looks like it's back in accumulation before the next leg up. You can see we had accumulation here from probably April until July. Well, looks like it's in accumulation once again with ETF filing, expansion in Asia, and millions in toy sales. Buying this dip may be worthwhile. That's all for this episode. If you enjoyed it, like the video, check out some of our shorts, and I will catch you later. Have a good one. Love you. Peace.
Boom. Shakalaka.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
From now on, if you don't own Bitcoin, you're a moron.